There you go. There's the Samsung, if you can see all the cranes and stuff. This is supposed to be the largest construction site, this Hutto mega site in North America. And I'm trying to get a view there. Well, there's a couple of porta potties. The homeless will love that. The work out here working this intersection. And, geez, there's another, it can't be the same football stadium. But, yeah, it's the Taylor football stadium. That's where my cousin Larry, the transmission fixing meth head, went to school. But just thought I'd give you a little peek as best I could considering the weather and other conditions. And that what you're seeing, yeah, that's mostly mesquite. Those little scrubby looking little trees and bushes that is the finest cooking wood on this planet. The coals last longer. It's a super hardwood. Of course, you really need to grow them they need to grow for about 80 to 100 years to really. And that's also some of the finest carving. I've mentioned it before in another video that there's nothing that can beat like a 120-year-old mesquite tree for the color, the natural oxidization. And it's super hard. Takes the highest polish you can really get on wood, and it's super durable and just gorgeous if it's tightly grained. Mesquite wood is probably my favorite carving wood, sculpted wood. It looks like the elms are winter's here, the bleakness of winter, and we're in Taylor, Texas. That was the water tower. For some reason, Samsung decided to plop down a huge semiconductor plant here. But then again, Texas is the home of the integrated circuit. The integrated circuit was invented here. Microchips, integrated circuits, were invented in Texas. And we've never stopped production. I'm sure that like Texas Instruments still sells tons of specialty devices that are expensive and that engineers cannot do without. They have a handheld graft producing a smart device that you just put the data, and then it will show you the graphic, the graph, the various types of graphs that's produced by that data. Look at all that lovely farmland. Nutrien Ag Solutions. Well, that's better than Chem4s and DuPont. That's can't be all that bad. I'll just go ahead.
Or they just throw you off with the name.
Say again.
Or they just throw you off with the name.
Yeah. Evil, wicked multinational is the real a department of the military-industrial complex, because they got to have those canned and packaged rations on hand by the tons. It's actually what I preach is that the whole left-right dichotomy is a creation of the military-industrial complex. Their profit lies in creating and maintaining that dichotomy, and that's why they fund both sides, left and right, because as long as the conflicts continue and munitions keep getting spent up, that justifies the employment of in Dwight David Eisenhower in his day, it was 3.5 million people in the defense industry. That's not counting service people. And now it's probably closer to 20 to 25 million people, or actually more, directly involved in the making of munitions and rockets and unmanned aerial vehicles, etc. Look at all that gorgeous land, because what good is it if you got a nice job at Samsung if you ain't got no food? There's even a few head of cattle. That's probably a smaller piece. That may be just his private beef supply. That's kind of what it looks like. See them black cows there? Them black cows have been bringing top dollar for about 20 years. At one point, all my neighbors was growing in black Angus, although a lot of them technically were not black Angus. The real black Angus breed is one of the most heavily muscled cattle. Look it up. It's a good black Angus bull. Oh man, that is one heavily muscled animal. Even the steers are huge. I mean, tremendous meat yield. And this is more of kind of there in the distance. You see that's young mesquite. That indicates that maybe 10 or 15 years ago, they did what we call drug and chisel to drag that field to try to get rid of it. But mesquite is rather persistent. It's one of the hardest things to kill. You actually have to chisel the ground during a dry period and then hope it doesn't rain for about 6 months in order to even kill the roots, or otherwise it'll just come back. I'm sorry, I'm the son of a farmer. I'm a biologist. I spent a good part of my life out in the woods and accumulating that was a nice, cool looking old homestead back there. I wish I'd got that on. Maybe I can get it on the way back. Okay, I'm gonna end this here under 7 minutes because I know that's about my average view time.